I mean, what? Okay, so I'm just talking about Alice Sheppard's Where Good Souls Fear. I've just seen it and I'm just like, jaw drop. Amazing. And not because of what she's doing, but because of what she's saying. As a wheelchair user and a woman of colour, I understand. And so, okay, context. So I've known Alice. We actually worked on the same project back in 2013. Wow. So we worked on Stuck in the Mud with artistic director Mark Brew, and I was working with the community cast, and Alice, Susie Birchwood, and Kirana Stemmel were working with Chisato Minamura with Ballet Cymru. And we did this amazing outdoor piece in heritage sites in the Cotswolds, and yeah, I mean, just amazing. I mean, when I met her, she was just this powerhouse, you know? I mean, she is this powerhouse, and driven and not taking any BS from no one. And that project had a lot of challenges, but also it was just, but in a good way. Some good and some bad, but it was great to it was one of those projects that really brought to light all the issues with access, and what literally, oh my gosh, Alice does some amazing things in her chair, and seeing Where Good Souls Fear, I was blown away by her power, her strength, and I knew that she was super smart, and I knew that she's obviously very learned and has a literature degree, and she has lots of things, and she's not just defined by her wheelchair, she's not defined by her disability, but she's a smart woman of colour who does amazing things with amazing ideas. And just listening to all the talking heads and people who are part of her project, it's just, I mean, it must be so amazing to work with her, just because she's got all these amazing ideas, and to see them come to light, and the amazing things that she has achieved. I'm just in awe, and mad respect for you, girl, and I'm just, babe, I can't even describe what I'm feeling right now, just because, I identify with a lot of the things she's saying about being a wheelchair user, being pushed, and when you first get diagnosed, and not being able to control that, and listening, or being, I suppose, just having to be at the behest of your chair pusher, or the person who's in control of you, literally. And that's not the greatest feeling. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's me being British and being English, and that, I'm super polite, so I don't tend to say anything or whatever, and I'm grateful for the pushing. But what I love about Alice is that there is no BS, and she don't take nothing, you don't take none of that. And I just, mad props to you, girl, wow. So just, I'm actually my heart is racing right now, because I'm just so happy for you, and so incredibly moved and touched. And I love that you obviously you live in New York, and that you've achieved so much. And I think what was interesting when I was in New York, I loved the freedom, I loved being out and about, and people are super nice. And I think maybe, I don't know, I think again it's the Britishism, being from the UK, and I'm a bit I'm happy to move around people, and I'm quite patient in that sense. So I mean, people were always very, very useful, and not useful, I mean, they were very polite and stuff, and asked me if I needed help, even when I was a bit back off, bruv. But I mean, and it was never inappropriate or whatever. I think there was a comment where someone went by her and she was like, oh, mad respect. And she's like, wow, this is and it's just a great moment, because it's like, well, this is everyday life. This happens. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that you need to, I don't know, address it that way, or just be like, and it's very strange. Yeah, and I'm totally there with you, girl, and I love it, and I love that you've put this out there, and just your mad creativity. Not mad, but you know what I mean. I think just massive props to you and yours, because wow. And I think your stance from where you're coming from, and using sort of your political and sort of, yeah, just where your head's at and where you're coming from, using your intellectual as well as sort of look at me, so eloquent with words, but I'm probably not as smart as you, but it doesn't matter. I think I was just blown away by your creativity, by your just girl, so much respect for you, and I was so privileged just to be in the same room with you, just to understand just the artistry that you sort of exude, you know, and the confidence that you have. And I think that's something that I really admire present tense about your stance and your perspective of life as a disabled dancer, as a woman of color living in New York. And literally I'm so gassed, and I'm just wow. Yeah, I think I've spoken about 7 minutes, and I'm sure people would talk for much longer, but I think just needs to be said. I wanted to film my reaction, and yeah, this film just needs to be seen by everyone. And yeah, so you can actually see it as part of the Liverpool Dance International Festival, and you can buy a season pass. They say a suggestion £10, but it's obviously so you can view the whole festival, and including Alice's piece, and up until the 30th of May, 31st of May, I believe. But yeah, I'll put the link in my description below. But girl, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so privileged to know you, and I can't wait to work with you one day again. And just gassed, and just really just mad props to you and yours. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now, but stay safe, and hoping all's well with you and yours. And yeah, congratulations on such an amazing, and it's not even, I feel like there is so much in this film that I personally identify with, but then there's also the fact that I'm so happy that someone said it so eloquently and so creatively, and with the VR, mad, I love it. I mean, see, now personally I haven't been able to afford like a camera, or a camera that I can take with me places, like and I haven't been creative enough to be able to sort of invest in equipment. So I've just done, well, I do my bits, and I take my phone and mash up my phone and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, like girl, I'm learning so much just from this 11-minute piece of artistry, and there's no other word to describe what you do but the artistry that you embody and embodies you, and your creative voice is incredibly powerful. So I'm out of breath, because I can't explain how the mad feelings that are going on right here. So like I said, I'm gonna log off now, but my props to you, girl. And like I said, I cannot wait for the day that lockdown is over, and then, you know, I'm gonna come to New York, or you'll be here in London, and we do something, and it's gonna be mad. I love it. All right, okay, bye.
Laura D Talks is available now on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and Spotify.